Our view, the questions, with Felix Brill, the Chief Investment Officer. Felix, why are you tracking the vaccination progress so closely?
Because the COVID-19, the pandemic is still here. The third wave is unfolding. However, we see progress in vaccination. If we look, for instance, at Israel, already 2/3 of the population has received already at least one vaccination shot. So that's good news, because this means we can return to normality. It's looking also good in the UK, in the United States. It doesn't look so good yet in the European Union, in Switzerland, and in many emerging markets.
Is there a link between vaccination rates and economic recovery?
Yeah, clearly. We see that the more vaccination you have, the more likely it is that you can reopen the economy. For instance, in the UK, the last couple of days, we've seen a lot of people going back to the pubs because they reopened, while we in Germany discuss about emergency breaks, and in the Netherlands about prolonging of the lockdown measures.
Yeah, just two examples from Europe there. We are still overweight in European equities, even though those markets had a pretty good year so far. Is that still justified?
Yes, we think so, because exactly this is one of the reasons that we are lagging a bit in terms of vaccination in Europe, because that means we have more upside potential here to get things going, and we think that would be good news. And on top of it, if we look at valuation, for instance, we see that European stocks are not as highly valued yet as, for instance, US stocks. And this is one of the reasons why we decided to keep our overweight in European stocks.
Have investors got ahead of themselves with regard to the US equities?
You could get that impression if you look at various sentiment indicators. They are really at elevated levels, and typically that's some reason for cautiousness, meaning that we see a lot of risk appetite at the moment in markets. This is not per se an issue, but sometimes it is an issue because if it's too much risk appetite, because then it makes it more likely that we see setbacks. However, currently we think if we see such a setback, it would be rather a buying opportunity instead of like a reason to sell.
And we still have cash in the portfolio. Thank you, Felix. That was our view, the questions.